Hi, my name's Erin, and if you'll bear with me for just a second, then you will get to see ice cold water dumped on myself and my children and tiny little pies thrown at us. Okay, can't get better than tiny little pies, which I'm sure you're wondering about, and I will explain in just a second. I'm so glad that the Ice Bucket Challenge is going on, that ALS is getting so much support. It truly needs it. Please continue to support ALS and continue to educate yourselves about it. I'm here to talk to you about an equally horrific and lesser known illness known as Huntington's disease. It's another genetic degenerative brain disorder. It's a mouthful, I know. And if you're like me, you probably have only ever heard of it on television shows like Scrubs and their series finale. I hadn't heard anything more about it than that until 2 years ago, when my dad was unexpectedly diagnosed with Huntington's disease. It was such a nightmare having to learn that and cope with it, and it was bad enough for my dad's sake. And they told us that because of the fact that it's a genetic disorder, my brother and I each had a 50-50 chance of having this too. So given that my son was 3 months old at the time, and that I thought about having more kids, I thought it was only right that I go ahead and get tested for their sakes. And a year ago, I was given the news that I do have a faulty gene for Huntington's, and that anytime, tomorrow, a month, 10 years, 30 years, somewhere in my lifespan, I will develop the symptoms, and that will begin the countdown of how much time I have left and when my quality of life will go. It has been a very hard journey for me deciding to say this publicly. I've never shied away from things like this before, but I guess I didn't want a pity party or to be labeled or maybe even to deal with it. But I feel like that's very selfish, and that I could help other families, that I could help us try to find a cure, putting my face on it, giving people someone to relate to, helping other people have the courage to talk about it too. So that's where you come in. Huntington's disease does not have any federal funding. So if we are going to get this disease and just kick its butt, we're going to need help. Please take this ridiculous, wonderful pie-in-the-face challenge, be silly on the internet, and spread the word about Huntington's disease. Learn about it. Go to www.hdsa.org and /donations if you would like to help donate to this cause. With your support, we can continue working on a cure and hopefully find one maybe in time for my dad, hopefully in time for me, and if God forbid my son would need it, I would love for him to not have to worry about whether one exists or not. For my family, for other families like mine, please go ahead and accept this challenge. If you're watching this video, I am challenging you, especially if you have celebrity status, because that is what helped the ALS challenge go viral. So without further ado, please enjoy some wonderful antics of me and my wonderful children being doused with ice cold water for ALS and having pies thrown at our faces for Huntington's disease. Good one. So let's do it. We're going to do water first, right?
Water, right?
Okay.
But
It's really cold. It's really cold.
my turn.
Alright.
My turn. No.
Brave kid. Alright, Brandon. Can you go here too?
Stay right there.
Okay, give him the bucket. I don't know if he wants to dump it on me or have it dumped on him.
Ready? You want to dump it on you?
Do you want it on Brandon?
Ready?
Alright, there's one challenge down, one to go. Go ahead. Natty, do you want to do it to me? Okay.
Don't throw it too hard.
It's okay. It wasn't bad. Alright, one more on me. Alright, come here. Your turn.
Oh.
Stand here.
Go. You ready?
Yes. Don't throw it at me, don't.
Okay. I'm not gonna. do that with yours?
Put it in your face. Put it in your face.
No, I will eat this. It is yummy.
I'm just gonna eat it. Okay.
You can eat it. He will eat the pie in honor of Huntington. Alright, I'd like to get cleaned up next. Donate now, please. hdsa.org/donations.
Bye. See you later. And guess. No!